Hi there, Pisces friends. Welcome to your July 2019 reading and welcome to my channel, Healing Tea Talk. My name is Myra. I'm so glad that you guys have joined me. If this is your first time clicking on my channel, welcome and thank you. If you are returning, I am so grateful for you liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel and watching these videos. I hope that they are helpful and I hope that they encourage you, give you clarity and guidance. That's my intention for being out here, as well as to really, be an intuitive coach and offer my version of love and light to our worldwide community. Okay. So, Pisces friends, I just want to make mention of a couple things. Make sure you check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs because messages may not resonate for a number of reasons. One of which could be that depending on if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, that can impact how a reading may relate to you. So I am a Sagittarius sun and Venus. I am a Capricorn moon and a Cancer rising. So with that being said, just check cafeastrology.com is a website where you can go and get clarity on your birth and natal chart. What else do I want to mention? There is a lot of planetary movement in the month of July. So that can impact too how some things that are going on. We just came out of a new moon and the energies are still resonating, like they're still lingering. So a new moon and a solar eclipse in Cancer on Tuesday. Venus was in Cancer on Wednesday. So for some of you, there you may have felt a particular need to release some things, face your fears. You may have had some desires come to the surface. Pisces, especially as you know, the moon sort of being your thing, it's the planet that rules your sign. You could be feeling particularly nurturing, especially too if um, um, with Cancer, it still being Cancer season, which is all about family and nostalgic family relationships, healing family relationships, and stuff like that. So, with that being said, just wanted to put those things out there. If something else comes to mind, I will mention it. Okay, Pisces? So, let's get some guidance cards. I'm going to pull 3 cards for you, and I read the top and bottom. From the Oracle guidance, I'll do the Angel guidance, then the Goddess guidance deck, and then Notes from the Universe on Love and Connection. All right, so Holy Spirit, thank you. We're seeking the highest possible guidance for our Pisces friends, which the Holy Spirit already knows that, right? So, Entrepreneur card came out, Pisces. So, this says self-employment suits your disposition and intentions. Working for yourself allows you to better follow your intuition and divine guidance. We are your co-workers and teammates who remain loyally by your side to ensure your success in all ways, Pisces. Yeah, so this entrepreneurial flame could be lit for some of you in July 2019. And then the relationship card came out underneath that, and that says your primary relationship is with yourself and God, and every other relationship follows from there. To attract, heal, or balance a relationship, then snuggle more closely with your loving Creator. As you feel safe and loved within, so shall your other relationships bloom and prosper. So, for some of you, the need for security is important, and so there's a term that's coming to me called emotional object constancy, and that is when a child is so secure. The parents have created such a secure environment that a child feels like they can venture out into something they venture out more. So if they're a toddler, the more secure that a child feels, the more they will venture out on a playground or can be away from you longer because they feel that internal sense of security. So for some of you, as you get closer to the divine, your creator, God, the universe, however you identify, the maker of all things and the entity that created you, the more secure you feel in that relationship, the more you will feel empowered to venture out into entrepreneurship or any other venture. The next card that came out was Vesta, Goddess Vesta, which is home. And it says your household situation is improving, Pisces, either through a move or a healthy change in the occupant. So usually this card comes up when someone is moving in or moving out of your home life. It encourages you to spruce up your home. It also can be related to home issues. But there's an improvement of some sort, whether that's through an addition or a subtraction. And then underneath that is Goddess Sekhmet, be strong, Pisces. It says you are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. And then underneath that is Goddess Guinevere, true love. So some of you guys may be moving in together. I'm totally speculating. I have not done your spread. But what I'm sensing is some people may be moving in together. Yeah, so, relationship is really coming out. I'll get couple more cards from this goddess. The notes from the universe on love and connection. And then we'll do your spread, Pisces, okay? Thank you, Holy Spirit. Is there anything you would like to share with our Pisces friends? Okay. So I'll give you all. It says time for a love fest, Pisces. Actually, everyone is reasonable. They just have their own reasons. And usually it's worth trying to learn what they are to maximize chances of a full-blown 60s style psychedelic love fest, which is always a good thing. Groovy you, love the universe. So I feel like this is about seeing a different perspective on something. A different style, like a love language. If you guys have ever read the book by Gary Chapman about is it 7 love languages? I'm not sure how many there are, but there are love languages and people express love in different ways. So if you are moving in with someone and you guys are taking your relationship to another level, then it's important to learn how they express love and how you express love. So if you haven't read that book about the love languages, it's by an author named Gary Chapman. Read that book because it will help with understanding how someone expresses love. The next card was what you give will come back. It says, when in doubt, give. Let them have it. Surrender. Make peace. When there's no doubt, give. Let them have it. Surrender. Make peace. Did I make life too easy? The universe. P.S. There's no doubt who is number one in my book. Shh. Okay. Alrighty. So with the Mercury retrograde is coming up this Sunday, July the 7th. Sorry, guys. So some people could be, I feel like this is about, Mercury is about communication, having a clear vision, clearly well thought out plans. Okay. So, when in doubt, give. Let them have it. Surrender. Make peace. So I feel like it's about choosing your words carefully, Pisces, especially this weekend or in the next, the month of July. But this weekend, with the weekend being upon us, definitely choose your words wisely. Let peace be the goal versus being right, is what's coming to me. Oh, and the retrograde is about karma. So thank you, Holy Spirit. So yeah, the retrograde is about karma, Pisces. So here's the thing, whatever you've put out there in the past, whatever seeds you've sown, will come back to you. So you want to make sure that, with this retrograde season, you could be getting something back that you put out. Words, I feel like, not necessarily at behavior. I feel like it's words. So if you said something reckless might be said to you. Not sure, but I feel like that. Okay. And then the last card is things are not as they appear, Pisces. So it says the lower the price of your love, the higher its value. Brain freeze. Love the universe. I don't think that's an economic principle, right? The lower the price of your love, the higher its value. Interesting. Maybe it's about making yourself more available for love, Pisces. We'll see. But it says things are not as they appear. So I'm interested in finding out more why that is. You guys know better than me at this point. So feel free to comment, like, share, subscribe. Let me know what's going on. But we're going to get to the heart of your reading now. So Holy Spirit, we are looking for guidance for my Pisces friends for the month of July 2019. What is it that you would like for them to know that can get them to the best version of themselves? Alrighty, Pisces. So at the core of your reading is the Two of Raphael, which is about love. Yeah, this is matching this Guinevere card here. So the romantic stirrings of your heart has caused true love to come to you. So this month, yeah, I feel like some of you are definitely moving in, taking your relationship to the next level. Monogamy, exclusion, meaning an exclusive relationship. Two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful, kindred spirits. Don't give up on those you love. So I feel like a lot of this is about how you relate to someone you have in your environment, Pisces, okay? Alrighty, so the next card that came out was the Nine of Michael. This is Swords energy. So this is about somebody who is up at night worrying or thinking about something. You could be dealing with an air sign, an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. But it's saying worry is not necessary. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. So maybe someone said something they regret. I'm not sure here. But I'm going to put this with the Two of Raphael. Then there was the Seven of Gabriel, which is waiting for a return on your investment, like a Seven of Wands energy. No, it's not. That's standing your ground. Stand up for what you believe in. Have confidence. Claim your personal power, Pisces. So maybe you're wondering if someone's going to come back to you. We'll see. Yep. Six of Michael. This is the Six of Swords energy. So this is somebody who left, maybe an air sign. The waters could have got choppy in your relationship, and either you or that person walked away, I feel. And you're wanting to know, is the relationship going to be restored? I feel like it is, because I feel like time for a love fest. Just because they left doesn't mean they left you emotionally, Pisces, is what I'm sensing. Because I think they see you as this King of Ariel here, which is as a King of Pentacles, someone who is successful, or you see them this way. It could be an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, but you see them as successful, stable, accomplished, and powerful. Okay, a professional person, someone who is a good match for you as a twin. So if you're a professional person, or whatever your personality characteristics are, this person was a good match for you, you feel. Okay, so if you gave them a hard time, I'm looking at this, if what you give will come back. So if you used to give them the shit, or were saying stuff, or whatever you did or said is coming back to you. It's like they're doing what you did to them, or vice versa. Okay, so if you ghosted them, or you were, I feel like someone's defensive. I think you're worried, like you feel like, did you take it too far? Did you say too much? But I think it's going to end up fine, Pisces. Okay, so Holy Spirit, and we'll get clarifiers. So what was going on in the recent past for my Pisces friends? Yeah, I think you regret it. I think you might be on the defensive. Like maybe when you all exchanged words, you were on the defense. It wasn't about pursuing a path of peace. It was you didn't want to give up any ground. That's what I'm getting. You didn't want to give up any ground. Maybe in the move, or you guys are getting ready to move, and somebody maybe had to give up something to move into the house to have space for everything. And somebody was like, no, I'm not. I really want this couch or whatever. All right, so let's see what else. There's another card. Okay, so this other guidance card is peeking out, and I do end up looking at like three cards per deck. But Blessing in Disguise came out. So Pisces, I do feel like if some of you are entering into a relationship, sometimes disagreement is a blessing in disguise because you want to know if what you have is real with a person. Okay. And you can't do that if everything is always harmonious and there's no friction. So if look at that bonding cycle, I don't know if any of you have ever looked at the bonding cycle, but like norming, storming, all that kind of stuff. Storming is a part of bonding. And so this, argument or whatever you had, although you could feel like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Is my relationship over? I don't think that it's over. I think that you just have to be strong. Okay. And I think that you are stronger than you think you are. And you're going to have a happy outcome. I really think so. Remember this card. It's time for a love fest right here. So this card is about you thinking something is reasonable, but it's seeing something from someone else's perspective. Everybody's reasonable because they have a reason for what they did. Okay. So I feel like this is very much about you and seeing someone else's perspective. Alrighty. So, and the reason, an Ace of Raphael here, this is comparable to the Ace of Cups. Okay, so this is feeling like a golden opportunity. Like you felt like this is a great start in love, being fulfilled emotionally, overflowing with emotion. See the Two of Michael coming out, the Two of Swords. Here, maybe there was, but see how these horses, I know it could be about overthinking something and decision making, but still, you could have made a choice between one or two people. But I also feel like with those horses looking just alike, literally, like you felt like you met your soulmate. Like you felt like this is my person. This is a person for me. This is a great relationship, maybe even a partnership. For some of you, this is not about romantic love. It's about business with this entrepreneurship card. And you had planned to go into business with someone. Now you're worried. Maybe they walked away from the opportunity. I still feel like there was a stubbornness that caused maybe you guys to somebody to leave or walk away seemingly from the situation. But I do feel like they're going to come back. Your present energy is the Strength card. So you're getting strength twice. You got it from your guidance deck here to be strong, but it's coming out again. See these two ones here? This is soulmate energy, twin flame energy. So I think it's meant to be. Pisces is what I'm getting. It says strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence, and forgiveness. So you can be confident, and you're getting the Two of Michael again. So I feel like this is a confirmation. This is your person, whether it's business or love. It's a great partnership. The thing is, there is always give and take, though. So being strong isn't always being right, Pisces. Okay? You can be strong and not be right. Sometimes it's just seeing something. It's not always an issue of right and wrong. So I'm thinking about, there was a book called it was the characteristics. I gotta find that. I can't think of the title, but basically the gist of the book was there was a therapist who could tell when people were going to get divorced because they had a loss of respect. So whenever there's a loss of respect in a relationship, this particular therapist could predict divorce because of how people saw their mate. And so an example of how to look at things would be if someone cuts carrots with their left hand, if your mate says you're doing that wrong, you don't cut carrots with your left hand, you cut carrots with your right hand, there is a higher probability that they would not make it, because that is not a wrong way to do something. It is just a different way to do something. So if a person cuts carrots with their left hand and you're not used to seeing it done that way, your mother never cut carrots with her left hand, you don't beat the person over the head saying you're not doing that right. Because when I grew up, no one cut carrots with their left hand. Well, that's because you were never exposed to that, okay? You are your person. If you're a cross watcher and you're like, what the hell? Like, I need help with my Pisces. So part of this is the person they've only seen something done a certain way. And so, I'm looking at this card, this Nine of Swords here, and see how it's a young boy? Like, there's such an innocence, I feel like, about what was said. Like, someone has only seen something done a certain way, but it's like they're waiting with expectation. You, Pisces, are your person. And I feel like, Pisces, it's your reading, right? So I feel like this is your lesson in strength, is not being right. It's learning that there's a different way to do things that is not bad. Okay, so making a judgment on the person for doing something differently is not necessary. Sometimes it's just, to give up ground and surrender. Like, your brain won't ooze out of your ear if you give up ground, right? So weigh the importance of what you're standing your ground on, or what you're in the Seven of Wands energy. Like, whatever it is that you're really feeling like is this what you really pick your battles? Is this what you want to take a stand on? How many pillows to put on the bed, that kind of stuff. Or is it something like having children? That's something different. Like, what are your deal breakers, Pisces? Is it really worth the separation? If this is your person, what a blessing that is to find your person, right? You know how many people, me included, are wondering who their person is, right? Like, wow, there's somebody meant for me, and we complement each other. Okay, so I'm off my soapbox, Pisces. I'm just saying. All right, we need the near future. Holy Spirit, what is in Pisces' near future? What is in Pisces' near future, Holy Spirit? What do you want them to know about the near future? How about that? What do you want them to know? Thank you. Okay, I came out again. The Two of Swords. I do feel like some of you have to make a decision. You got to make a decision. You're over analyzing the problem. You got to find a compromise. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for that. You got to find a compromise, Pisces. Don't be stubborn, okay? You got to meet them halfway, figure out what that is. And it could be just learning a person's love language. I don't even know that it's necessarily a real big issue. I don't feel that at all. I feel like it's lots of love here. You got the Ace of Cups, the foundation. Oh, this is love. You guys love each other, but I feel like you've let something get in there and made it a stronghold that doesn't have to be, for some of you. All right, what is in the environment that is influencing this reading, Holy Spirit? Okay, the Three of Gabriel. It's like a stalemate, waiting on your ships to come in. I feel like both of you are waiting to see who's going to communicate first, who's going to give in first, is what I'm sensing, okay? Prosperity arising from wise planning, time to take the next step, optimistic plans that turn out as expected. So like I said, I do think everything is going to turn out okay, but I think you guys are at a stalemate sort of with this communication. You may feel, or they may feel, that the curtain's closing and that this relationship is coming to an end. I don't necessarily feel it yet, but it ain't up to me, is it? It says the situation has ended. You're finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. I just feel like put the past behind you, yes, in terms of this petty agreement. But that's totally up to you. You know, you weigh the pros and cons of this situation. But with this true love card sitting here and home and be strong and blessing in disguise, I just feel like, and it's good for issues like this to come out on the table now. You want this to happen, especially before you move in together, take the next step, get married, whatever. You want to make sure these types of things are discussed, right? The seven of Ariel. This is the second time you got it. Seven of, well, no. You didn't. So the seven of Ariel is the seven of Pentacles. This is waiting on a return for your investment. This is slow moving energy. I feel like this stalemate is this. That is your challenge. Is, you know, you all have invested, I feel like, a lot into this relationship. Pisces, you could have invested a lot into this, and you're waiting for your harvest. You're waiting for maybe the person to say something, because you guys may need to move forward. If you're buying a home, it's like, look, I don't have time for your games. If we're going to buy this house, we're going to have to get everything in order. We need everything to be right. Okay. And so it's sort of, you could be frustrated because of that. And at the bottom of the deck is the Four of Pentacles, which is establishing, four is all about stability, home life stability. Okay. And so some of you are like, you know, listen, somebody could be a little stingy with the coinage. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, but you know, it's give and take is what I'm getting. Is there's give and take in a relationship. And so when you give, you receive. So what you give will come back. Just like the Mercury retrograde. I feel like this retrograde is good for you, Pisces, though, because I feel like it's showing you what you've put out there is what you get back. So if some of you are a hard learner on that, I think you'll watch your words in the future and you'll watch your actions and behavior, because you don't want to repeat this cycle. I'm definitely feeling that. Like, this could be, I don't think it's a dark night of the soul. I just think it's more of a life lesson. And I don't have my paper, but I know Saturn was stationed retrograde. I have to look and see which signs those were. So if this is a Saturn retrograde moment, you're going to learn your lesson. It's going to, that new moon and the energy and just the universe, God wants you to grow up, wants you to learn some things. And so in order to have a stable, happy family life, it does take storming. Storming is a part of the norming process, okay? So, you know, you guys could have got in an argument about how you save or spend money is what I'm getting. Okay, and then yeah, the Three of Pentacles, Three of Ariel coming out as your, with the moon, which is your sign. So I feel like you guys are really working hard on this. This is the Three of Pentacles, which is being very skilled at something, being very successful. Do what you love. It's a time of great personal growth. I really feel like that with the moon. Like, this is about your growth and development, Pisces. I feel really strongly about that. This is growing pains, okay? A time of great personal growth in your career and artistic endeavors, working with others in a cooperative manner. And then with this moon card here, it's the opportunity to improve on your plans, Pisces. Listen to your intuition for accurate guidance, face your fears, and grow stronger. Didn't I say that's what the new moon was about? Pow, pow, pow. It's all that is. It's a personal growth lesson. So, yeah, you guys had an argument. There's a Five of Gabriel here, Five of Wands. That's a disagreement. You guys had words. Okay. Yeah. You and your love partner or life partner or business partner. Okay. So we're going to get clarification, although I do feel like it's pretty clear. We're at 30 minutes. But I will do you that due diligence, Pisces, because I really do feel like, you know, I feel like I'm preaching to the choir almost. So let me see, Holy Spirit, what do I need clarification on? Okay, so the Emperor came out, which is a very wise wise, strong, paternal energy, not necessarily gender, but an energy. This is a very wise person, a person who has had a lot of experience. This could be you or your mate, but it's someone who has they've established a home already. They understand what a kingdom looks like. And so because of your experience, you could be feeling like, the Hierophant. You guys are wanting to take your relationship to the next level, and you could be dealing again with a fire sign here. And with that Seven of Wands energy you got earlier, so the person could be a little stubborn. Like, I feel like this is the two of you, whoever this is, whether it's romantic or if it's romantic or business, but you could be a little bit more experienced, well-rounded, grounded, right? And you could be dealing with a very fiery, confident person who feels like this is the way that I'm used to doing things. Like, I'm the Queen of Wands. I have a kingdom, right? I'm used to how to live life a certain way. And you could just be like, oh my God, like, I didn't say you didn't know how to, and they're like, well, good, because because fire signs are fiery, right? I'm a fire sign. So you really feel your experience is so legitimate. Like, you just feel like your experience is so legitimate. So it could be requiring a lot of patience on your part, but I feel like the universe wants you to see what you're getting. See that big flashlight? And wants you to see with very clear goggles what you are getting, Pisces. And see, look at your energy at the bottom of the deck. Cancers, Pisces, Scorpio. But that's your energy. So full of love, so content. Look, you understand what you have. You understand what this Ace of Cups is. You understand why you guys are together, right? You understand what love is. And this person, depending on their background and what they went through as a kid, and, they could have, had to fight, scrape, steal, borrow to get to this energy, to this Queen of Wands place. And so you could, they just may need a lot of understanding. Yeah, so the Star card is coming out. This is an Aquarius card. This is about great healing. Great healing coming to your relationship. I do, the Two of Wands is coming up again, which is being at a stalemate, a crossroads, right? I think you guys are at a crossroads. And so it's like, who's gonna be the bigger person? Pisces, I feel like you have more insight on the situation. I feel strongly. You have more insight. I think that's what this is about. You're seasoned. You have the insight. And, as my grandmother would say when people used to argue, whoever has the most sense will shut up first. Okay, so yeah, it's a blessing in disguise. So I think it's great. Can we clarify, Holy Spirit, this Three of Wands, please? Yeah, the Three of Wands, sometimes it is waiting for your ships to come in. Sometimes it's about personal growth and development. I think it is that way for both of you. Even though the moon showed up for you, that Three of Wands, I feel like is your soulmate. I was going to say mate. And it's about them growing as well. It's not just you. It doesn't work that way. Okay. The Ten of Pentacles coming up here, which I think is stability. I think it has to do with this home, though, and money for some of you buying a home. And maybe you feel like they're being stubborn and don't want to contribute as much, or maybe somebody, if you're going into your 401k for the down payment, or you're like, well, if I'm giving this, why can't you give whatever. So I do feel like it could be money related, like you guys are at a stalemate because of money, but money is the number one reason people get divorced. So if you are taking your relationship to the next level, it is good for you to understand how people spend money, because it becomes really important for it to have a good foundation. You got that Four of Pentacles before, but that's important. That's for somebody who's been married for 45 minutes, right? I have all the answers. But anyway, it's foundational energy. So you got to understand how people spend money. Now, this Devil card is showing up at the bottom of the deck. I think either you or you could be dealing with a Capricorn, but I feel like somebody this is a card of I feel like somebody did something to jeopardize this Four of Pentacles energy. Maybe they gambled it away. This could be an addiction, right? They spent it. There's something that jeopardized the stability of your relationship, and it really caused a rift. But then underneath this is the Sun card, okay? And this is the happiest card in the deck. This is, dreams being fulfilled, the best life you could imagine, right? Living my best life is that. This is this, okay? But I feel like, you can't get to that if your person is being stubborn with this Ten of Wands energy here. They're being stubborn. They're being stubborn. And you know what? Your position is the Queen of Cups, which is very loving energy. It's very loving, very loving. And so keep loving them. Like I said, you don't know what people have been through to make them the way that they are, but love is powerful. It's transformative. Love is stronger than death. That's a scripture in the Bible if you subscribe to biblical principles. But love is transformative, Pisces. So I feel like, don't stop loving. In the words of Journey, don't stop believing in this, because it can be a reality, but you sometimes have to deal with the nitty-gritty work of establishing a foundation. And if you are this Emperor, which I feel this is Emperor energy is you, then I feel like you need to know how people spend money so that you aren't just living off of love, because you can't eat love. You need to be eating food and your lights be on. So it's good that you understand how your mate spends money. Like, that's critical. Okay, so Holy Spirit, what is this 7? Ooh. Okay, yeah, so somebody's feeling like a fool here. They feel like they took a leap of faith. They bit out more than they could chew. You feel like you did, okay? But no, because it's not coming, the return on your investment isn't showing up. And it could have been premature. Like, this could have been a premature offer to move in together or whatever. Like, oh my God, what have I done? But I think you have a beautiful outcome. It's just these are growing pains. And things are not as they seem, okay? All right, let me look at that guidance one more time, you guys, because I don't. So it says, the lower the price of your love, the higher its value. I feel like that has to do with this house too. Brain freeze. Maybe that's this decision making. Like, you're like, no. Okay. Can we clarify this 3 of Ariel, please, Holy Spirit? And the Moon card. Yeah, some of you took a leap of faith on this. The 10 of Pentacles came out. It's stable. It's going to be stable. Keep working at it. Keep working at it. Yeah, the person could be just a little immature. It's a Princess of Wands. That's fire energy. Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. They're real focused, right? That Wands energy, that's creativity, that's passion. Something that you're working on could be in its infancy for some of you. Yeah, and see, the Princess of Cups came out, and the Tower. But at the bottom of the deck is also breakthrough. Okay, so you guys are going to have a breakthrough. You're going to have a breakthrough in this. Okay, something may need to be said, but you're going to have to temper how you say it, Pisces. Don't just blurt it out. You're going to end up in an argument again. So I feel like it's, you're going to have a stable environment. You're going to, you may have done something prematurely, but because of the Tower moment and the breakthrough moment, I think this is a breakthrough in your relationship. For those of you who are in a relationship with someone and you're like, I am working so hard, like they cannot be jeopardizing the money that I make when I'm working so hard for it. Like, you can really be upset about it. However, you feel like a fool, like I've invested all this time, energy, money, effort, but it's okay, because that is what is needed. If more people took the time to get to understand people, how do they spend money, what do they think about things, then I think there would be more success. So I do believe with all my heart, this is a blessing in disguise, that you do need to be strong. I do feel like this is your person though, you know, for those of you who it's love. It's true love. I do believe that. And you've wanted this, you manifested this through your desires, Pisces. I think the other thing about Pisces that we also understand is that you guys are very, you love the thought of love. Like you love being in love. You love love itself, or it's romance. You love the romance of it all. But I feel like this is about being grounded. You cannot eat love. You can eat bread and food. You got to be able to go to the grocery store. So this is about establishing a good foundation with somebody. And even though there's, passion, you guys have that down. You got to get this communication thing down, it looks like, and get this money thing down. The two biggest reasons people get divorced: communication and money. Get those things on a solid foundation. I think you guys will be fantastic. It'll be great. Alrighty, so definitely comment, share, subscribe, and like. I do a free 30-minute personal reading every 100 subscribers. So when we get to 300 subscribers, I'll do a raffle. To enter the raffle, all you do is put your name. Your name. You subscribe and comment, and I'll add your name to the drawing. Okay. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, the information will be in the link in the description box. I use Square products. Okay. So if you're looking for a traditional website and all that stuff, haven't done that yet, because I think this is more efficient. So when you click the link, it'll take you to my calendar, and you can pick a time that works for you. I will get a notification. I email you to confirm this is the type of product you want, because you'll pick the type of reading you want. Okay. I confirm your appointment, and then when you pay, you get a receipt. So you'll get a receipt just showing that I received it and everything. So it's very organized and efficient. I like it. But people who are used to traditional methods may be like, what is that? So if you're used to Square, like when you swipe your card and stuff, it's a Square product that I use. All right. So anyway, just wanted to explain that for those of you who are very conservative or used to seeing things a certain way, which this whole reading is about, Pisces. How you see things is not how they are. Okay. And I'm thinking about that those side mirrors on a truck that says the things in the mirror are closer than they appear. So it's about perspective, Pisces. This is about perspective. It's about perspective, but there's a breakthrough coming. I think it's a good tower moment. You do have to make a decision about whether or not you want this, but I think it can be beautiful. And if we don't learn these lessons now, we live longer and get older and have to repeat these lessons over. You pick up where you left off. So I would encourage you, don't run from it. Learn the lesson now so you don't have to repeat it later in life. Okay? All right, Pisces, I love you guys sincerely, and I appreciate your love and support. Let me know how this resonates with you. I do realize this was a little specific, but it is what it is. It's a little specific, but you can get specific guidance on your situation too. Just click on the link, hit me up on the Square site and do a personal reading. I think they're very reasonable considering how other people have these prices out here. Yeah, we could do that. Or what else was I going to mention? I can't forget. I forgot that quick. But anyway, I do love you guys to life, Pisces. I think you're so loving and so kind. Lead with love. I think it's important. Okay. All right, guys. With that said, have a wonderful July 2019. Hit me up if you need a personal reading. I'll be happy to assist. God bless you guys.